Well, I haven't. Aiden and my sex life is the most honest thing about us.
Aww.
Following Carrie Bradshaw's greatest tragedy, the passing of her husband, Mr. Big Chris Noth, Sarah Jessica Parker, star of And Just Like That, talked about what it was like to film and work on the show. Many people wondered what would happen to Carrie and Big's relationship when it was revealed that Max was organizing a Sex and the City revival.
Touch yourself, Aiden.
Carrie, I can't do this right now.
The couple essentially embodied the will they, won't they relationship cliché over the course of 6 seasons and 2 films, returning to one another repeatedly in spite of adultery, many breakups, and previous marriages. The revival had different ambitions for Carrie and Big, even though the duo had firmly established themselves in the pilot episode of And Just Like That. Big has a heart attack after they share a tender moment in their apartment, and Carrie arrives too late to save him.
Carrie, may I say you look particularly pretty this afternoon?
Well, you can if you say it in Italian.
Given how emotionally charged the scene where she discovers her husband is, it's little wonder that Parker struggled to cope with such a significant shift. Accepting that plot was really, really hard to do, the singer said in an interview with E! News, adding that she felt untethered. How Big's death affected the Sex and the City revival. John Mr. Big Preston embodied so much of Carrie's identity. Even when she was with, and occasionally even engaged to, other men, he shaped her life in Sex and the City. This resulted in a relationship that was occasionally poisonous, but it also meant that they developed together. Even though Big wasn't the only troublemaker in that relationship, their marriage ultimately showed how much they needed one another. For a while, they were content. Given how much those two characters influenced one another, Parker's grief over Big's passing is very natural. But that brave narrative decision has helped Carrie find her identity without him. He devoured her, for better or worse. What might her life be like if he didn't dominate it? What sort of connections would she be able to make? Had Big not passed away, the show most likely would have reverted to its previous patterns, with episodes circling one another without a clear conclusion. Our take on Carrie Bradshaw's new life in And Just Like That. Has Carrie really moved on with her life? That is the question. Although there is much to discuss about And Just Like That's approach to revisiting these individuals' lives, Carrie's identity was radically altered by Big's passing. You may be wondering why she has returned to someone who is so closely involved in her and Big's relationship. To a certain extent, she uses her second-chance romance with Aidan Shaw, played by John Corbett, as a means of clinging to the days when Big was still in her life. He was almost actively involved in her connection with Aidan. The choice made by Carrie and Aidan to put their romance on hold for 5 years while Aidan's kids grow up provides yet another opportunity for the plot to take Carrie in a new and exciting direction, possibly with a new partner. However, since this franchise enjoys reviving a tried-and-true romance, they might not be able to avoid one another for the entirety of And Just Like That Season 3. Sarah Jessica Parker's emotional response demonstrates that Big's death was a courageous and audacious decision. I simply don't know, And Just Like That has taken full advantage of it.